even here in the fourth quarter. Courtney Lee picked up by Paul. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Oh, he had him there for a second. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Paul. From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Paul. Deep right corner. Lee. Oh, Courtney Lee. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Houston with the basketball. To Fareed. Sizing up the defense. Capella to Paul. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Burke with it. Leads 4. To Lee. Lets it fly from long range. Hits the trifecta.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Paul. Going there for a second. Trey Burke. He buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Paul to Capella. For 3, buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how we created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Burke with it. His team up by 7. Here's Nowitzki down low. Dirk Nowitzki. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. It stays with Houston. Paul to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
James Harden trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Hardaway. It's Fareed with the rebound. Now Paul with the basketball. The deficit is 6. To Harden. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Rockets have it. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Paul to Harden. Paul to Harden. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Clint Capella with a piece. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Changes coming from both sides right now. Fires the three. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
It's James Harden once again. Here comes the screen. Harden. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation to Brunson. Nowitzki to Luka Doncic, and they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Houston Rockets are in the building.
Nowitzki off the mark. No good. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Fires the three, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Straight on three, at the buzzer, hits the late three at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. The victory to the Mavericks, as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen, saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.